Hello everyone. Today I will teach you chapter 12 of class 8th NCERT Maths. The name of this chapter is Exponents and Powers. This is an introduction video and we will study in this video about exponents and powers and some rules of exponents and some examples related to these topics. Okay, now let's start.
In our previous session, we have learned about exponents. So let's have a quick review of what we have learned. So, what do we mean by an exponent? Exponent is placed to the upper right corner of the base number and signifies how many times the base term is multiplied by itself. For example, 3 raised to the power 4. Here, 3 is base and 4 is an exponent. That means we have to multiply 3 for 4 times, which is equal to 81. Let's take another example and try it yourself. If a fruit seller has mangoes, then how many mangoes did the fruit seller have? 2 raised to the power 5 means we have to multiply 2 for 5 times, which is equal to 32. Okay, now let's have a look at this question. Find the area of this rectangular playground. Now, here length is given as 3 raised to the power 3 meter and breadth as 3 raised to the power 2 meter. Well, we can see here that the length and breadth are given in exponent form. So, what will be the area of this playground? Length into breadth, right? So, 243 meters square. Friends, did you notice anything common here? Yes, you got it right. Here, the base is common, that is 3. Well, that means here we can see that 3 is multiplied 5 times. Therefore, can we write this as? Yes, we can, as 3 raised to the power 5 is ultimately equal to. Let's take a few more examples to see that if this is true in all situations. Here, we can see that the bases are identical. Therefore, to multiply identical bases, we have to add the exponents. That is, for z raised to the power m into z raised to the power n, we'll have to multiply z for m plus n times. In the previous session, we have learned that m and n can be a positive integer and z can be any real number. So, this is our first law of exponent. What will be 5 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 5 raised to the power 3? It will be 5 raised to the power 5. This was when we have to multiply identical bases. But what if we have identical exponents but different bases? Let's take few examples. Here we can see exponents are identical, right? So can we write 5 into 4 raised to the power 2? Yes, as we are getting the same solution. Next, if we have, here we can see that the exponents are identical. Therefore, for identical exponents, we have to multiply the bases. Therefore, z raised to the power m multiplied by y raised to the power m, which is equal to z into y raised to the power m. So, this is our second law of exponent. What will be 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 7 raised to the power 2? It will be 14 raised to the power 2. Now moving ahead, this was when we have to multiply identical bases and identical exponents. But what if we have to divide identical bases? Let's see what will be the solution for the following examples. First example, or easier option to do this is, next, if we have, here we can see that the bases are identical. Therefore, to divide identical bases, we have to subtract the exponents. Therefore, z raised to the power m divided by z raised to the power n equal to z raised to the power m minus n. So this is what our third law of exponent. What will be 7 raised to the power 9 divided by 2 divided by 7 raised to the power 3 divided by 2? It will be 7 raised to the power 3. Now, moving ahead, let's see how we are going to find the solution if there are two or more exponents, or when one exponent is raised to the other exponent. For example, if we have equal to 2 raised to the power 8, or easier option to do this is, in such situations, we have to multiply the exponent, that is, here we have to multiply 2 into 4, which is equal to 2 raised to the power 8. Next example, that is, for z raised to the power m raised to the power n, will have to multiply exponents, that is, z raised to the power m into n. So this is what our fourth law of exponent. What will be 16 raised to the power 1 divided by 2 raised to the power 4? It will be 16 raised to the power 2. So till now we have seen 4 laws of exponents. Now moving further, let's see what we get if the exponent of a particular number is 1. For example, 7 raised to the power 1. Here base is 7 and exponent is 1. That is, we have to multiply 7 for only one time. Therefore, answer will be 7. Let's take another example. So here in general we can see that z raised to the power 1 equal to z. So this is what our fifth law of exponent. That is, any number raised to the power 1 is the same number. What will be 12 divided by 4 raised to the power 1? It will be 3. Okay, this was when the exponent of the number was 1. But what we will get if the exponent is 0? Solution will be 1. But why and how did we get 1? Okay, now according to our third law of exponent, that is, to divide identical bases, we have to subtract the exponents, right? Now, what we will get if we divide the same number? It will be 1. Similarly, what will be the solution according to law? 5 raised to the power 0, which is eventually equal to 1. So remember friends, any number raised to the power 0 or any number whose exponent is 0, the solution will be 1. You can take any number, suppose that is z raised to the power 0 equal to 1. So this is what our sixth law of exponent. What will be 100 raised to the power 1 divided by 100 raised to the power 1? It will be 1. Till now we have observed that the exponents are positive. But what if we have negative exponents? Do we also get the value in negative? For example, if we have 4 raised to the power minus 2, will it be equal to minus 16? No friends, most of us make mistake here. we think if the exponent is in negative, then the solution will also be in negative, which is incorrect. So, how do we solve this negative exponent? If the expression is in the form of a raised to the power minus n, then it is the reciprocal of a raised to the power n. That is, a raised to the power minus n equal to 1 divided by a raised to the power n. That means a negative exponent in the numerator is a positive exponent in the denominator. So, can we write 4 raised to the power minus 2 as 1 divided by 4 raised to the power 2? Yes, we can. So, the solution will be that is z raised to the power minus 1 equal to 1 divided by z, right? So, this is what our 7th law of exponent. What will be 49 raised to the power minus 1 it will be 1 divided by 49. Here in our last law, we have also learned one more thing about the exponents. Can you guess what? Here the exponent is in the form of negative number. So here we can see that exponents can be any rational number also. So friends, let's have a quick review on laws of exponents that we have studied in this session. Now, try to simplify the following on your own and write your answer in the comment box.